Hi, so this is my personal update. The evening of 28th of February, Sunday 28th of February, and you can barely see me, but that's okay. Oh, there you go. We'll shine some light on the subject. But, just a little personal update, very much following on from the one that I gave a few months ago, back in Walthamstow I think in November. Was it November? Absolutely. So welcome to Stratford. In early January, I moved to Stratford from Walthamstow, and what a fine, interesting place it is. I decided some way through my first term at Point Blank, doing this course that I'm doing here in London at the Music Production College. I decided by about the end of October or beginning of November, a few months back, that I would probably not stay in that same house for the whole academic year, because I needed more workspace, or that as time would go on, I knew I would need more workspace. So the place was fine, it was okay, it had I was only there a few short months, and actually for 5 whole weeks I was on the Isle of Wight over Christmas, New Year. I was nearly 2 weeks later getting back to London than I planned to, but that's all because of the pandemic, really. I won't go into why or how, but anyway, I did get back to London, and it's very dark here, can't see a thing. So there you go, some more of the sights, there you go. Yeah, I mean, Stratford is really interesting. It's a really, really interesting environment with kind of, parks and tall high rises, and the football stadium over there, West Ham football stadium, and that big red slide ring thing that I still don't really know what it's called. And we've got the canal. Got the canal down there, I don't know if you can see. It's pretty dark. Oh, I nearly forgot to mention about the shopping centres, like the famous Westfield. Anyway, but this second term of the course, it is going okay. I realised a while back that I would need more workspace as I go on. That for that time it was fine. It's not, I moved to the wrong place. It's not like that. Everything is in stages. Everything has its time. I believe that for that short period, that place where I was living for a few months was right. It wasn't perfect. What is perfect? We're in an imperfect world. I think it was right for the time. But I'm glad I made the move to Stratford on the 21st of January. So I got back to London and was literally back at the old place for just 3 nights before I moved down here. And the move actually went really well, and I've actually been here now just over a month. In fact, just over 5 weeks now, yeah. Anyway, in terms of the course, now, because part of the hard thing at the beginning of the year, at the beginning of January, was that, of course, all learning had to go online, and I realised that you can't see at all. There you go, I'll show you some scenery. It's just so dark, that's the nature of night. So, the nocturnal nature. So, God, I'm starting to sound like Boris. With the course, of course, everything had to go online at the beginning of January. So, basically, this whole second term is ending up being online, which is a real shame. To be honest, I'm waiting for that email that says we could go back to the college in a week or so, but I don't think that's going to happen. Because on March the 8th, Monday, March the 8th, which is a week tomorrow, that's when schools are meant to be opening up again as stage 1 in the COVID recovery plan. But while that's meant to include colleges as well, I think our college, they'd already sent us out an email, a few weeks ago now, a couple of weeks ago now, saying that they were not going to open again until, just after Easter, really. And I think that remains the case, which is a real shame. It's just this lesson. Yeah, it's a lesson too. This term, it's all Zoom lessons on Mondays and Wednesdays. I'm doing 2 very technical modules. The 2 modules this term are sound engineering and sound design. Very technical. It's not creative like the first term. In the first term, I was getting to record loads of tracks, and I missed doing that. I can't wait to actually get recording again and actually compose again. But these two subjects I'm doing, they're so technical that a lot of it is just, to be honest, it's just a lot of learning. Really. But it's great stuff. It really is worthwhile. You know, again, I'm not regretting anything of it, to be honest. You know, I'm doing the course I wanted to do at the college I wanted to do it at. And everything I'm learning is really, while it can be occasionally a bit dry on the sound engineering side, you know, it is all really valuable. You know, it's really valuable. It's just more technical, and to be honest, I'm more of a creative-minded person. So, you know, the sound engineering, it's largely about, you know, connections on the mixing console and the patch bay and the monitors and the hello kids yeah, and all that kind of stuff. Well, sound design is about hello. Bless him. This is the site of the 2012 Olympics. This is where a lot of this stuff was held for the 2012 Olympics. So it's quite sporty. So there's some kids running here, bless them. Yeah, that's life here in Stratford. It does actually get quite, even in lockdown, it does get quite busy on a Sunday afternoon and into Sunday evening, I think. So there's still quite a few people out. Where there's often I come walking out here in an evening and it's pretty quiet. Oh, it was amazing when I came out here 3 weeks ago and it was snowing. 2 or 3 weeks ago and it was snowing. That was the best, you know. It was quiet, it was intimate, it was, you know, it was really special. I was just, you know, what can you say? You know, I'll never forget it. Anyway, not that we had a lot of snow here. It was just a bit of a crusting, really. But you know, it was just a one. You know, while it was falling, it was a beautiful atmosphere, and it was just great. Anyway, it's a real metropolis here. It's a metropolis of modern parks and canals and walkways and high-rising buildings and some really interesting railway stations and different lines crisscrossing, you know, networking a bit, and the football stadium there, the West Ham football stadium, which I showed you before, and you can occasionally see over to more towards central London, kind of, you know, towards the Shard and so on. But yeah, oh yeah, the sound design module is very much on synthesis, synthesizing sounds from scratch, really. You know, learning the principles of modular synthesis and different types of synthesis. But I won't go too much into that. It makes me sound really clever, like as if I'm a scientist, but I'm really not. Next slide, please. No, really, you know, really good stuff. But yeah, very technical. So it's been quite tough actually at times. It's quite tough, to be honest. We're in 2 weeks from now, really. The assignments are due for this term, so it's that time of the term again. I can't believe it, it's flown. It doesn't seem long ago. I was at this stage in the first term. Yeah, anyway, I'll leave you with a view, and that's how I'm doing. I'm doing fine. I haven't yet knowingly caught COVID. I mean, it's been, what's it been now? 11, getting on for 12 months of this pandemic, really, in terms of it directly affecting our lives in some way. I've never knowingly had it. I've had moments where I thought, is this it? Ooh, am I right? Okay. I put myself on kind of yellow alert, you know, but it's never really come to anything. You know, if I get a cough or anything, it's just gone again. So, yeah, God bless from Stratford. Yeah, all the very best. Hope you're doing okay. God bless.